Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel today. This video I'll be doing my first ever load data video today, and it'll be on my 3030 load data, 3030 Winchester. And the rifle here is a Marlin model 336W chambered in 3030, and yeah, got it a few years ago as a Christmas present, and it's treated me pretty well for deer and such. But yeah, so I just want to show you guys the rifle that I loaded in. You know, has a standard 22-inch barrel. Marlin has the micro groove barrel, so it makes it a little bit more accurate. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard. Yeah, show you guys a cartridge here. That's your final product. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the bullets I use first for it, and just go from there. So the bullets I've used for it, that I load for as well, are the Hornady Interlock 150 grain round nose. They're very nice bullets. I just did a video a couple days. By the time this video was recorded and probably published as well, where I reviewed these certain bullets. I love them for deer, black bear, pretty much, you know, it's a great deer rifle. 3030 has arguably killed the most deer out of any other cartridge out there, so if that tells you anything. Yeah, they're really nice bullets. Like I said, 150 grain, very easy to find. This is a box of 100, or was, till I loaded some, and they were about 40 bucks for 100 of these bullets, so they're really nice. You know, not pricey, but they still get the job pretty well. So yeah, like I said, if you want to watch a full review on these, I'll post a link down in the description of the review that I did on it. Like I said, they're really good bullets, and I love them. But yeah, the reloading book that I use is Hornady, and they have these bullets in there. Obviously, they have all the bullets that they've ever manufactured. So yeah, here in a bit I'll post a load data chart that I got from their website with my data on it for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go to primers next. Well, I'm gonna show you the casing. All the casings I've used for this are Remington. I've gotten several uses out of these. I don't load max, I load right under max. So yeah, that just helps them to not crack as easy. But yeah, all of these casings are Remington. That's all that I've been shooting. And the Marlin 336 that I have, and excuse me, they've held up pretty well, and they've held up to their expectation. You know, Remington casings are like one of the best casings out there, especially for 3030. So yeah, I'll go to primers next. Primers I use not Remington. I use Winchester large rifle primers, you know, standard. Yeah, I need to get me another box of these. I only have like 30 or so left in this one. But yeah, you know, primers, some people say that there's like a big effect on like what primers you use, how accurate they'll shoot. I'm one of those people. I'm not a match shooter, so I'm not as picky, you know. I'm just looking for primers to load in this setup. But they definitely will get the job done. They're cheap. If you can find them. Primers are kind of a little bit on the hard side, even online to find them. But if you can get your hands on them, they're great primers, and they're also good for the money as well. They run about $7 for 100 of them, which is pretty standard for regular large rifle standard primers. So yeah, so the powder that I use, which I love this powder, it's arguably one of the most accurate powders for 30-30 out there. You know, match shooters love this powder. In 308 Winchester, they love it. It's kind of, in my opinion, underrated for 308 and 30-30, but that's just me. It's pretty easy to find, and it is the IMR-3031 Powder. I love this powder. I need to give me another pound, actually. This one's just like, it's almost full, but I've used a little bit on these loads. But yeah, the powder, it's really nice, very accurate. I've loved it. You know, it's not something that you want to use in a 270 or 7mm or 243, because it's not accurate in those casings or those cartridges, sorry. But in 30-30 or 308, shooters love them, especially match shooters. You use less powder if you use 30-31. It's a medium to slow burning powder, which means that you'll maintain velocity over, you know, some range. You know, with this rifle, furthest I'll be shooting that game with my load and my capability is about 150 yards max, 150 to 175 yards. But you know, 30-30, 45-70, it's my main brush gun. So, you know, brush gun casings or cartridges, I'm sorry, brush gun cartridges, you aren't gonna be shooting, you know, over 200 yards. So, you know, that's just me. But yeah, like I said, very accurate, love it. You don't use as much powder with 30-31 because, like I said, it's medium to slow burning, so you're gonna be maintaining velocity downrange. But yeah, I'll post a excuse me, I'll put a Hornady load data chart right up here real quick for you guys, just to look at my overall muzzle velocity, muzzle energy, energy downrange, velocity downrange. It does say that it'll be around 700 foot-pounds of energy at 200 yards with this current load. But I don't know, it's kind of another topic for another video. I think for white-tailed deer around here, your average doe is going to be around 175 to 200 pound whitetail up here in the Appalachian Mountains. But I don't know. Some people say that just 400 foot-pounds to 500 foot-pounds of energy would take down an average size whitetail. Some people say that you need a minimum of 1,000 foot-pounds. I never really tested it out. I never really had a need to test it out. I know what the capability of myself and my rifle is, so it's one of those things where it's one of those things where if you know you can do it and you know your rifle setup can do it, I guess. But yeah, I won't get into that topic in that video. But with this loaded at 100 yards, it's like 1,050 foot-pounds of energy, which is pretty good for black bear, white-tailed deer, mule deer, stuff like that. Yeah, you know, like I said, I won't be shooting anywhere over 150 yards, since, you know, like I said, this is my main brush gun, so, you know, rarely I'll be getting shot opportunities over 100 yards anyway. Hornady, so it's like, you know, it's a great brush gun, but it's kind of like positives and negatives to it, just like any other rifle out there. But yeah, I think that'll be about it. So I'll repeat the stuff that I use for this load. 150 grain round nose bullets, just to you know, I like the lighter bullets just because you can maintain velocity easier than with a per se 170 grain round nose bullet that Hornady also makes an Interlock. But those bullets are good too, but we don't have, you can't hunt elk around here, so 150 grain is going to be pretty good for black bear and whitetail, especially in the mountains with mountain whitetails and big black bears. But yeah, I don't know, I might try 170 grain in the future, but I really like this load. I don't think it will change it for a long while, but like I said, 150 grain Hornady Interlock round nose bullets. Remington casings, love these casings. Winchester standard large rifle primers. Like I said, love these primers, especially for the money. You know, like I said, I'm not picky. In my opinion, primers are primers. They don't really affect the accuracy. I'm not a match shooter, so I can't really speak for other people. But like I said, Winchester primers, love them, especially for the price and the availability. And last but definitely not least, because this is the powerhouse of a cartridge, IMR-3031 Powder. Yeah, I also forgot to tell you guys, I load 28.1 grains of IMR-3031 in each of my casings as well, just right under max for 30 Winchester, with the 150 grain round nose Hornady Interlock bullets. And yeah, like I said, love this powder, very accurate for 30-30 in my opinion, and also maintains velocity pretty well, especially at range. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, I love this load, I really do, for 30-30 Winchester. Very versatile. For elk, I wouldn't personally prefer this load just because the bullet is a little bit light. I mean, if you're within 100 yards, you could definitely take some elk with it, but, you know, 170 or 180 grain bullet will have, I guess, like, security for, like, the power once this bullet gets to the elk or moose or whatever, anything bigger than a black bear. So, yeah, like I said, just gotta know your load, just gotta know your capability and your rifle's capability, and, yeah, so, hope you all enjoy this video. I really did enjoy this video, and, yeah, I really hope that, some of you guys got ideas for your next, 30-30 Winchester load, and if you just watch this to watch this, I hope I might have inspired you guys to get into reloading and get into 30-30 Winchester shooting. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you guys in the next video.